moving on and getting kind of the tail end of this debate of what's going on this weekly whale watch, I wanted to show this one and finish on a high note on Sol. Then we can do some Q&A if you guys want, and we can post up whatever charts you guys recommend in the chat. But there was nearly 1 million new crypto tokens created last month, a number that is 2 times the total number ever created on Ethereum from 2015 to 2023. So this is an absolute monster of a chart. So shout out Dune Analytics. People are just making crypto coins like you wouldn't believe. Base season is a thing. Shout out Pep. Shout out Stacks. So's a lot of this on Solana. In fact, there's over 20,000 tokens created each day on Solana, which is just absolutely mental. And you wonder, like, hey, you know, Solana went offline. We were dealing with that for a while, and you know, it's back. It's gone. Blah 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 blah. It's still hanging in there, and it's starting to show some life again. Had an actually decent real pump this week. Now, mind you, we're nowhere near the all-time high again. I've got a bunch of videos on this. So you can go see my old Sol charts. To me, you get 90% of the way up to the all-time high order block. Just chill out, because it can roll over and it fades a lot of times. And that's exactly what happened. And a lot of altcoins came down with it, unfortunately, because a lot of alts were riding the whiff run. Or not the whiff run. A lot of alts were riding the Sol run as well as whiff. And Sol pulled back 40%, which is very hard. That is, it's only 40. Well, if you rode up a few 100% and then you saw half your savings or half your profits disappear, it's a big deal. It scares a lot of people, as it should. But we got a clear rainbow rotation here. We went above the clouds. We went up to the all-time high order block, and we didn't go through it. That was the time to break through into this thing and go. And the bulls didn't take it. And if the bulls didn't take it and they were already pretty tapped out on high colors like pinks and purples, take note. You getting your runner bot tops, take note, and let it bleed out. And now it's bleeding out again, and we have to see what it's going to do. Honestly, I don't think the chart to pay attention to is on Sol. If you want to scalp it, sure. There are some dudes, particularly like Malifestro, messing with this thing. There are pretty good signals even on like the H4, not even looking like the H1. We are getting bounces that are substantial size, and we've got a clear order block here that we want to take. But to me, the chart is still Bitcoin. The Bitcoin decision. If we break through this creek, we jumped the creek and we sustain it, I still want to get back up to the top. And if we get back up to the top and we break through, you know, what alt isn't going to run if Bitcoin breaks through 75K? I mean, ask that question, because it's real. And we've got the May 23rd date coming. Maybe that's what sends us. Maybe. We get the ETF approval on Ethereum. Boom, boom. It's going to wake up Bitcoin. Maybe that's how it plays out. Maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't think we're going to get a third ETF or a fourth. I think the CMA futures is still the gateway for ETF approvals. And so far, there was an approved futures Bitcoin ETF on CME and a Ethereum CME. So I think that's where it's at personally. It doesn't matter. Maybe they fold and we get a new SEC chair and they just start approving every ETF there is. Maybe we need Zcash ETFs on Fidelity or ARK. I don't think we do, as much as I love Zcash. But that's where I think that's going to be the catalyst. I don't think the Sol chart's the catalyst in the next 2 weeks. I think it's the Bitcoin and the Ethereum charts personally. But speaking of Zcash, let's check it out. Shoot. I'm sorry. I'm moving ahead. We're not to request it. Runner, go back to the Sol chart. We're looking back at the Sol chart. Now, remember, they said 20,000 Sol coins are launched every month. I think someone said the other day they get 250,000 NFTs for like $300 on Solana, which is crazy, amazing technology, but it also leads to people just like spamming the living hell out of the market. It just is what it is. You want to do some really cool stuff, that's cool, but like people are going to just destroy it with transactions the easier you make it to do it. So keep that in mind. But with that ingenuity, we are seeing levels of degeneracy we have never seen before. In the depths of the Sol shitcoins on Kick, a kid launched a coin based off of his hot mom. And the account was called Live with Mom. And I forgot what the ticker was, but this was all over Twitter a few weeks ago. So I just wanted to share, like, people argue, does crypto have utility? It does. And it's right here. Some guy exploited his mom for a Solana coin. So if you want to talk about like ETH maxis or Sol maxis, ETH got nothing on this. And they basically launched a MILF coin with like a 12-year-old son there. So this has got real weird real quick. Maybe we need to go back to hamsters, but the coin actually pumped a decent bit and then completely rugged, and we can blame the devs. But you know, crypto is maturing. People can pick it up. They can do amazing things, right? We're changing the world. Can't wait for like Senator Warren to talk about that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that little useless tidbit. But I wanted to share it.